Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Recha Wadash. Double honors to the elect apostle bishops, elders at Great Millstone at Well. Shalom to elect Ak out there, newness, work in sincerity and truth, and not for vainglory in season out of season. All right, just want to bring this out right quick. This is a good chapter to read, but I'll read it. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south of Ziklag and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire. You know, so we've always been beefing with these Amalekites, you know, which are the small hats, okay, and had taken the women captives. Well, just like in slavery, you know, they took our women captives, and they still have them captives to the same very day. Okay. All right. Physically, of course, because, they're working as well as the men are working. I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but more so spiritually, because you have certain women that want to look like the Amalekites, in other words, they want to look like so-called white women, with blonde hair and blue eyes, you see this black woman out here, Latino and Native American women, you know what I'm saying? They want to look like they wear blonde wigs, they blonde their hair, they put blue contacts in their eyes, and it says, and had taken the women captives that were therein, they slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burnt with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Hey man, just like in slavery, our wives, our sons, and our daughters were taken captive. Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter and the 68th verse. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives, this is the point I want to get to, were taken captives. Ahinoam, the Jezreelites, Tis, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite, okay, which these are Israelites, okay, these two wives are Israelites. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his son and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord Yahweh, the Lord his God. See, and that's what we have to do, man. Shit happened to us in this fucking place, man. Here in slavery, now that we know the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, we can call upon him. And hey, that's what David did, man. He didn't say what the hell with it, I'm gonna just do my own thing. No. He encouraged himself in Yahweh. I'm gonna go to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and because he's the power, he controls all. I have faith. It says, and David said to the Abiathar, the priest of Hamaholek's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And the Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David. And David inquired of Yahweh, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. You see? So, but hey man, that's just having faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, The Most High is what his elect. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is what with his elect men and women and sons and daughters, okay? But the point I wanted to make right here was and David's two wives. Now, of course, we know, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American woman, okay? Most of them, 99.9% of them, you do have some, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, Black women, Latino, and Native American women that, know that their man is, having another woman and stuff like that. But 99.9% of the Black, Latino, and Native American women, man, they ain't down with that shit, man. But this is our culture, This is number one. This is the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And David's two wives. So he had more than one woman. And he had more than two wives, too. But it's mentioning his two wives here. All right. So, hey, that's just going to just be a reality when all this hell break loose, man. Okay. And let's prove it. Women, you so-called Black woman, you so-called Latino and Native American woman, you going to have, well, first of all, that ain't going to be on your most foremost thoughts. You're going to be like, look, let's go to it. We all know it. Us in the know. The men in the know. The few sisters. Hell, let's go to it. Let's go to Isaiah 4:1. All right. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, what day is that talking about? The times that we coming up in now, and the time of Jacob's trouble. Hey, man, when the famine comes, when all that hell comes, when the Gurkha troops and the zombie, well, not the zombies, but people with all kind of diseases, people starving to death, men out there doing their thing, what? She gonna want protection. Okay? And she gonna look for who? The men of the Lord. Okay? Which will be the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American men. Okay? Scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? And in that day, mainly here in America, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You see? And 7 just means completion. Yeah, right? The elect men are going to be beamed up with probably hundreds of women. So, yeah. So, hey, shit, when all this hell break loose, when the famine and the people eating each other, the cannibals is out there, man, you think she going to be worried about a man of the Lord having more than one woman? Hell no. It's a problem now because she don't have to deal with it. Okay? But this is a part of our culture. I'm talking about you so-called Black women and you so-called Black men too, man. Now, right now, we're not focused on having a whole bunch of women because we got to do this work. The scripture says those that have wives be as you have no wife. Saying it verbatim, but you know what I'm saying? But that day will come, and you Latino and Native American men. All right. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Yeah, man. So let me looking for the men of the Lord. So, that's just something that's going to happen in the very near future, And as far as you Amalekites, which are you small hats, okay, the grandson of Esau, okay, yeah, man, you got a lot to pay for. You have a lot to pay for, all right, and you gonna pay for it, all right, by the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Hope you've been edified, and with that, Shalom.